Hi, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today is going to be so much fun, you guys. I went through my collection again and I brought down a lot of products that either I haven't used on my channel, haven't used in a very long time, or maybe just used once. So I'm super excited to show you those products and how I came up with this look. It was a struggle, you guys. So please continue watching. And if you're new today, I hope you stick around and hit that subscribe and notification bell and join our awesome family here. Okay, you guys, let's just hop right into this one. So yeah, you guys, when I did my foundation declutter, it really triggered me to really go through my stuff and bring down things that either I haven't used on my channel here or very rare, or just things I just want to revisit. So that's what we're doing today. And I'm so excited, you guys. Some of these products have not seen the light of day in a very long time. So we're going to show those products some love today. Okay, so let's throw this hair back that needs to be cut so bad. But yeah, you guys, there's a lot of things in here that I have not used in a very, very long time. So of course we're going to start with the eyes, and today I'm actually going to use my P. Louise. I always talk about this, but I rarely ever use it. So that's what I'm going to use today as a primer. I haven't used this in a very long time. And again, it's very similar to the Honest. The Honest, I just feel, I don't know, I just like it a little better. It just doesn't even out the skin tone like the Onus. So, but it is a nice formula. It's not drying on my eyelids, so that is very important to me. I don't want my eyelids to feel super dry. So, yeah, it does feel nice on the eyes. Okay, so today the palette I chose, you guys, is the Michaela. When I did that tag video, it triggered me to want to use this. So again, this is the Michaela palette. It's super, super cute and pretty. It has like a little bit of glitter in there. So super nice. There's a very large mirror in here. And these are the shades here, you guys. I am going to stay pretty neutral. I think it's a very loud palette, and I think that's why I don't reach for it as much, you guys. I just get very confused with this palette. It's almost like it overwhelms me. So I think I'm just going to stay in the neutrals today, you guys. I just want to more so revisit the formula. And the names on some of these are so cute, you guys. So I think where I'm going to start first is I'm going to do How You Doing? And it's more just, a nice neutral brown shade. I don't remember this formula, so hopefully it's not super pigmented. Um, I know I have loved Glam Light in the past, so I'm just going to start with my outer corner here. I don't know what's going on here. It's not wanting to stick there. I don't know if it's because of the uh, um, P. Louise primer, but as you can see, it looks kind of patchy here. Interesting. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to wipe this off again and really apply that P. Louise and make sure that I am getting everything. So I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I just reapplied the P. Louise, and it could be because it was just sitting up in my drawer for so long without being used. Maybe, I just got that beginning part, it just need to be mixed up a little bit. So again, I'm going to go in with the shade, How You Doing? And it's a nice rich brown. And we're just going to pack that. And I changed up brushes too because I thought, well, maybe, it was the brush I chose. And see how that goes. And again, yeah, it's just not wanting to grab in this outer corner, and I just don't get it. So I'm just going to try to keep packing it on and see what happens. Yeah, you guys, I don't know if it's just me and my eye or what's going on because everywhere else it seems to be grabbing just fine. It's just right in this outer corner here. And it could be the lighting, I don't know, you guys, but it just looks like it's not grabbing there. But I will say, it's blending out pretty nice. Um, And right now, I just don't know. So we're just going to keep going and see what happens. And I definitely will be using a darker color to darken up that right there, just so it looks like something is put there. Very interesting, you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and I'm going to use the shade It's called Harley, and that's right here. Okay, so now I'm just going to go right above that with the Harley. And yeah, you guys, I just feel like I'm not getting a lot of color payoff, which is very interesting with Glam Light and, Noah Michaela, because she's, pretty bold with her eye look. So, yeah, I'm just very confused with this palette. So I just went back in with How You Doing, because that other one just kind of took everything away. Okay, you guys. So now I think I'm going to go into a shade. Like I said, I'm going to darken this up a little bit. And it looks like a very deep purple. Huh, this is going to be interesting. And this is called Willow. And hopefully this doesn't get super patchy, you guys. So it's a pretty purple. It really is. So I'm just going to darken up just this outer corner. You know what I just realized, you guys? There's no black in this palette, which I find very bizarre on knowing, again, her bold look. So, yeah, this whole palette is just very bizarre to me. Hey guys, as you can see, this outer corner is just really messing with me. I don't know what is going on. Have you guys tried this palette? I'm just interested to hear your guys' thoughts on it. So again, I'm going to go back into How You Doing and go right above here. Just kind of darken things up. Okay, you guys, let's look for a shimmer here. And there's a lot to really choose from. This cookie here is kind of calling my name. Manifest looks super pretty. And also, let's see, let's try one other one. How about this Glow Up? And let's try these three shades first and see, which direction I want to go. So they're all very, very pretty. I think with this look, maybe I will try this Manifest, and I just won't go very bold because the shimmers do seem a little bit more pigmented than the mattes here. Okay, you guys, let's go into this Manifest here, and I'm just going to use my crayon case flat brush here. I'm not going to wet it at first because I don't want something too bold, but I do want a little bit of shimmer. So this is probably about, the right amount that I am looking for. I don't want something again, just too bold. Yeah, that's pretty. It's not quite the look I was going for here. It's not very neutral. And I'm just going to go back into that purple shade. It's called Willow. And combine those two together. Okay, guys, I am going to put a little bit on my finger. Just try to soften this up a little bit. Hey guys, I'm just not too thrilled with this palette. There is some fallout here, which is not a huge deal, just so you know. But yeah, I'm just having a lot of trouble with this palette. So I'm gonna hurry up and go off and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back, and as you can see, how much fallout there is because I was just trying to pack this on so much. So I am going to clean this up. You guys, this palette is just more I think about it and look at it, it is the most confusing palette to me because for me to even stay in a neutral family, that was the darkest shade in the neutrals. So you saw that it was super hard for me to get it super deep. So you really could never really stay in a neutral zone here with this palette. So yeah, you guys, I think that's why I just never brought it out. I tried it one time and I couldn't come up with a decent look with that palette. So but this is okay. I really struggled with this outer corner. This side was a little easier, so it could be the primer, you guys. Okay, and for eyeliner, you guys, I found this up in my collection. I don't even know where I got it. I want to say maybe Rite Aid, but it's by the company Doll Face, and it's just a black liner. And it looks like this. So it has a very long, pointy tip. I'm usually not a fan of that, but let's give it a try. And I am just going to start. Glides on pretty easy. And it is having a little bit of trouble over this glitter. Yeah, it's kind of hard to work with because this tip is super flimsy. So yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble here. And this could be super old, you guys. It was up in, like I said, my collection for some time. Yeah, it's okay. I feel like it is drying out, so that is not the liner's fault. But I do not like that, super flimsy tip here. It's just having a hard time controlling it. Okay, so I brought my 10 times mirror here just so I can see a little better, you guys, because this is super flimsy. So I gotta be very careful. Okay, this is not working, you guys. Okay, maybe this video was a bad idea to try to use things I have not used in a very long time. But now I know of things that I will be throwing away. This, yeah, it's just not working. I think it's just drying out. I think when it went over, that glitter, it just really lost its oomph. So I'm going to throw this away. I'm going to go grab another eyeliner and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just grabbed my Glam Light liner. I figured, since I'm using the palette, I will use their liner. And I have not used this in a long time. I've been just using other liners in my collection. Let's try this eye over here. Yeah, so that went on way easier. So it definitely was that poor liner. It just has not, been used in so long and it was dried out. So I'm just going to do a little bit more cleanup here. I did mess up a little bit on my wing. So with the liner, the eye look is looking a little better. Okay, you guys, let's move into the complexion here. And what I brought down for a primer is this Cover FX, and it's a blurring primer. And I have not used, I think I've used this maybe twice, you guys, and it has good reviews. So I do want to try it again. So I'm going to put a little bit on my hand. And as you can see, there is a shade though. Get my nose pretty good. And yeah, I don't see a huge alter in my skin tone, changing. So, so far it feels nice. It feels very silicone feeling. It's very smooth. Feels nice on the skin. It doesn't feel like it's, going to dry it out too much. It does blur. My nose looks really blurred. Through here is blurred. Okay, so this looks really good. I let this sit for a few minutes because I think the first time I used it, I went in maybe too fast with that because I remember not liking this. So I'm glad I brought this back out to give it another shot. And then for foundation, you guys, I chose the Moira. Because remember when I did, my declutter, I said I really want to revisit this. So that's what we're doing today. So I definitely shook this up a little bit because it's been a long time since I used this. So I'm going to put this on my palette and hopefully it's a good shade. And I only put about a pump and a half because their pumps are pretty full. So I am going to just go in and hopefully the shade isn't too light. And it does look pretty light, you guys. Might have to darken this up a little bit. But I'm going to go in and see at first. You never know, you guys. It could darken up on its own. Or I could just darken it up with some bronzer. I got mine in the shade 200 Bisque. And I think it's going to be okay, you guys. As it's sitting here, looks like it is darkening up just a little bit. And I feel like it is drying down kind of fast. And then I don't know if that's because of the primer that's under it or, the foundation itself. I do feel like I need to move kind of quick with this. I think the shade is actually good, you guys. This is surprising because that really looked light. I'm glad I did not darken that up. So let me grab my other mirror here and see how this looks. Yeah, I don't remember this looking as matte. I thought it had more of a glow. Okay, you guys, this is looking pretty good. It's looking really blurred. My nose is super blurred. I really like how that looks. Everywhere else is pretty blurred as well. I don't think it's full coverage because I think I remember reading that it said it's a full coverage foundation. I think you could really build this up to be a full coverage though. Okay, for concealer, you guys, I'm going to use my Flower Beauty, and I got mine in the shade Vanilla. I have not used this in a very long time too, and hopefully the shade is going to be okay and not too dark. So I am just going to put the usual, in my inner and outer corner. Okay, hopefully this shade is not too light, you guys. Um, and oh boy, I hope it is not. I think it's going to be fine. It looks like it is getting a little darker as it sits here. Ooh, I don't know about this, you guys. What is going on? That did not blend out very well. And it could be because it's old, or it could be, oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on, you guys, but that did not look good at all. It just looks very chalky. I don't remember it looking like that. And it could be because my skin, I don't know, but it looks super, super chalky. And it was kind of hard to blend. I couldn't even use my sponge. So let me grab a brush here. Let me see if that helps. Yeah, it just looked really thick, and I just don't remember it looking that thick. Like, look at this, you guys. Yeah. And then it just dries down to like a super powdery finish. So I don't think I'm liking this at all. And again, it could be old. Ooh, yeah, that does not look good under my eyes at all. Oh boy, you guys, this is going to be a very bad, bad makeup day. Maybe there's reasons why I do not use these products and they just sit in my drawers. I'm a little confused on what to do here, you guys, because under my eyes look really, really bad. Um, okay, now that I kind of melted it in, it does help. But boy, that was, woo, that is one I think I will declutter. Again, it could be super old, you guys. I've had this for a very long time, and I do not remember it looking like that powdery, weird, like it just did not want to absorb into my skin at all. So yeah, I think I will be getting rid of my Flower Beauty concealer. Yeah. Okay, you guys, let's move on and hopefully I can fix up the situation happening here. So the bronzer I chose is a Physicians Formula. I remembered like I used it nonstop for a while, and what I loved about it, you can open it and there's like a little mirror here, is I actually love this shade here. It was really, I thought, really perfect for a contour. Now looking at this shade, this looks pretty orange, you guys. So this is going, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen today. I'm getting really, really nervous here. So, okay, so let's go into this shade here and use this as my contour. And of course, I forgot my little brush, so I'm just going to squeeze this and just kind of go into right here and see what that looks like. Oh boy. That looks pretty purple. But it is, oh gosh, this is going to be a day, let me tell you. Hopefully I can fix all this up, you guys. Okay, so it's not too bad once I blended it out. I think I'm just like in a paranoid phase right now. Okay, you guys, and let's try this bronzer. And I'm not going to use a lot. I'm just going to put a lot on my brush, but then I'm really going to tap this out because that looked pretty orange. And I'm even going to tap back my hand and go in very light-handed. Mhm. Oh my gosh, this is like the worst day ever in makeup. Oh my gosh, this will be one for the books. This is definitely a bad, bad, bad makeup day. So I'm just going to keep going, you guys. I'm just going to roll with the punches here and see if we can fix all this up. This is a good lesson, you guys. If you have a bad makeup day, that's why I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep filming this. But yeah, sometimes, that's why we have things in our drawer and we don't grab for them anymore. Maybe they're just left, best left alone. And yeah. So once I really tapped off this brush, it's actually not bad. Okay, so we are good, you guys. So I just needed to use way, way less product. Okay, so that first initial part here, that was actually my fault. So that's not the product. So actually, I'm not too mad at it. I am just going to take my sponge that I have a little bit of the foundation on and really go around here where it was a little heavy-handed. Okay, you guys, I think I fixed that up here. Okay, you guys, I brought down two powders because I didn't know which one to use because I haven't used either one at all, hardly. I don't think I've ever used this on my channel, but seeing the way things are going, you guys, especially under the eyes with them being so dry, I'm really afraid to use this. I just still might, but the other one I brought down, but in the shade, I think it was a shade issue. It's in light medium. It's a KBD Locket. Packaging is really beautiful, you guys. Again, I used this one time because as you can see how deep that is. So I'm just going to grab a brush and I'm just going to put a little bit on. If I go in with the brush, it just seems like the shade issue is a little better than if I try to go in with like a poof poof or a sponge. So it's just like a lighter application. So oh gosh, you guys, these under eyes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is super bad. Yeah, even over here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna come in so you guys can see this because I can't even explain how bad this is. It is creasing like crazy. It looks so dry. Oh my word. I'm just really hoping that is a bad tube. If you guys have used, are using it, let me know because under my eyes, it just looks so bad. Like right here, it is grabbed on any dry spot that I have. So yeah, I'm just really confused on that. Okay, since it is creasing, I think I am going to take this Coty Airspun and just put a little bit on my brush. Really tap that off. And I'm just going to make sure there's no creasing right now before I set it. And just kind of swipe under here and see if that helps. It helped a little bit, you guys, actually. Yeah, they look a little better. So, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I stopped using this for the longest time because I wore it in the past, and what I probably did was use way too much product because it looked super cakey, but this looks really nice. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this little locket. I'm just going to go lightly around areas where it usually wears off. This foundation is pretty matte, and it does not need a lot of powder to set it down. It kind of already set down by itself. So I'm not going to use a lot of powder if I don't have to, but I will say through here, it looks really nice with that KBD locket. So, pretty happy with that. Now, I am getting a little settling right there with that foundation on both sides. And that's the only place so far that I'm seeing settling. Okay, you guys, so I do like this KVD locket, and I do like the Airspun under it. Saved the day for those under eyes. Okay, you guys, for blush, I brought out my kimchi. Do you guys remember my kimchi? And this is in peachy, and it looks like this. How cute is this? There's two different shades going on in here, and what I normally do is just mix them, you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap it off because it is pretty powdery. I do remember that, but that doesn't mean anything, you guys. So I'm just going to go in and see how I like this. I'm just going to put a little bit in my shadow just to kind of make everything look like it goes together. Bring that forward a little bit. Ooh, that is super, super pretty. Why haven't I used this? So yeah, I'm really liking this blush. Maybe the blush is going to save the day. Ooh, I'm gonna have to use this blush more often. It is so beautiful. But you guys, when I tested out this kimchi, I loved a lot of his products. So this doesn't surprise me, but I don't know why I ever brought it out in such a long time. I just feel like you don't see a lot of his products here on YouTube, but yeah, you need to because these are really, really pretty. Okay, you guys, what else do I have? Oh, highlighter. For the highlighter, I brought down my Becca because I remember when I was talking about it in that foundation video, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to bring it down. And this is in the shade Moonstone. So it looks like this. It looks like a little UFO, you guys. He has a nice mirror in there, and that's what this looks like. Okay, you guys, so I actually found this at, I believe, TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And let's see. What I remember, it wasn't too crazy. It was very, very subtle. And yeah, it is. It's just beautiful. Just adds enough highlight. So beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit up in my brow, a little bit down my nose, because you could overdo this very quickly. It's not super, super pigmented, but you could overdo it because I have before in the past, you guys. So, yeah, again, I'm super. Ooh, that looks so beautiful. It just kind of livened up my face again. Okay, so let's go back into the Michaela palette, and I'm going to start with this shade here, and that was Willow, and it's more like that plum shade. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner. Yeah, you guys, even, going under my eye, I just felt like I really had to build up that shade. Yeah, I used quite a bit of product for my eyes, with that brown shade. For setting spray, I chose Collab. It's the grand finale. This is actually a 3-in-1 hydrating makeup setting mist. So, yeah, I'm going to be using this. You can get this at Sally's, and I can't even remember how I like this. So let's spray my face. It has a very, very, very fine mist. Okay, that's what I remember loving about it. It's just almost like the Morphe, the continuous spray. I mean, watch this. This is one spritz. Look how much you get from that. Now, I will say there is a slight floral scent, but it is not strong at all. So now I am going to spray my sponge a little bit, tap that deep into the sponge, and just go around everything. And I am definitely going to get under these eyes just to try to add any kind of moisture to there because those were looking pretty dry. For lipstick, I brought down my Kylie, and this came as a little set here, and I believe it's in the shade Candy K. And here's the liner here. I just freshly sharpened it. And what I remember, it's pretty creamy. Yeah, that glides on really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to use her liquid lip. From what I remember, this is super, super dry. It smells good though. Hmm, that's super pretty. I do like that. It doesn't really go with this look, but yeah, I do remember it's going to dry down pretty, pretty matte. And I think I would have to put a lip gloss. I don't think I brought a lip gloss down. Oh no, I did. So actually, I'm going to use this, and this is the NYX. This is Milky Gloss, and I believe it's in Milk and Honey. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. Oh yeah, that is so dry, you guys. And I'm just going to go over it with some lip gloss. Oh, that is much better, you guys. Okay, so for mascara, I'm going to use my nude sticks. I don't even think I've used it on my channel. If I did, again, it was only one time. Okay, so let's go in with the nude sticks. And this is the wand here. Nothing special about it. So let's go try this. I can't even remember how I did like this in the first place. So it's good that I brought it back out. I do like the brush on it. It feels like it grips my lashes nice. I don't feel like it's super runny. Okay, so that is one coat. Um, I really like this. So I'm gonna have to pay attention how this holds up throughout the day. Okay, you guys, so that is two coats. I really do like that mascara. Okay, let's take a look and see how this all came together here. I'm not super mad at how everything turned out. Everything all in all, I'm super happy with, except for the concealer, as you guys know. I mean, it is really bad. I mean, the longer it's sitting here, it's getting a little better, but yeah, that is definitely one. It's either bad or it just does not work with my under eyes anymore. This Moira, it's okay. I will say that's not one of my top favorites. I think, it does have a nice coverage and stuff, but there's just areas where it's not looking good, like around my mouth, which is usually not an issue. On my nose, it looked really nice, but I think that had a lot to do with that Cover FX. Now, if this stays on for a good amount of time using this, then I'm definitely going to be bringing this back out. Because I remember when I first tried it, I did not like it. I felt like, the makeup just kind of slipped right off of it. So I don't feel like that's going to happen today. So I will definitely, everything will be in the description box, you guys. I definitely will tell you how everything held up because this really did blur my nose really well. And yeah, so I'm super happy as of right now how the complexion looks. And this, you guys, oh my gosh, I might have to bring this back out. I was super surprised how it saved the day on my under eyes. So I did not expect that at all because for some reason, like I said, I feel like when I used it, towards the end of me not using it, I felt like my makeup was becoming to look cakey, and I thought it was because of this. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to bring this back out every now and then, you guys. And this here, the locket, I think I'm gonna have to use this every once in a while because I did like that. Again, if my makeup stays on really good through the T-zone, I know it'd be because this contributed to that. I love my kimchi blush. It is so beautiful, you guys. I definitely will be bringing this back out. Again, I just don't think I do because nobody talks about it. So, but again, they should. I absolutely love that. This was okay, you guys. I think this is just way too deep for my skin tone, and I think that was the problem before. I think I just really gravitated towards these two here. So, this may be one I declutter because I do have other shades now that are like in that family. I love the highlighter. This is gorgeous. I will be bringing this out again often. The eyeliner, that wasn't, I think it's just old, that other one. So, and I love my Glam Light. You guys know that. And this mascara kind of surprised me. I'm going to have to keep an eye on how this holds up throughout the day because, yeah, my lashes, it really gripped onto them. It gave me volume, length, everything that I look for. So, yeah, that's it. Nude sticks. The palette, I think I'm actually going to be giving it to my niece. I know she would really, really enjoy it. She's one of those that love the colors. She loves Michaela. I mean, I love Michaela too, but that palette, I just don't feel like it's, for me. Now we can see, things have to be used. Either they go bad or there's a reason why they're in the drawer and it's probably just time to declutter those items. So, but again, I'm super happy that I did this, and it just goes to show you guys every day is not a good makeup day. I have really bad makeup days too, and today was, yeah, a big time struggle. So, but I'm glad I stuck it through. The final look isn't, too bad. And I hope you guys did see that, mistakes can be fixed. If you like today's video, if you please hit that like button, it truly does help my channel, you guys. And my channel could use a little help. So I truly appreciate it when you guys do that. I love you guys so much. And until next time.